compliments my cooking. Since quarantine began, I've gone down a YouTube black hole to refine my cooking skills, which were pretty basic in March 2020. I bet she keeps complimenting because she wants you to keep cooking. When I go lay down in bed, she will sometimes randomly tuck me in. Usually my wife goes to bed later than I do because of insomnia, and she always pulls the covers back onto my body. I pretend that I'm asleep and I always smile when she covers me. Unless I'm in a really poor mood or very busy, my wife likes to come over to me and essentially try and climb underneath my shirt, and wiggle around or just act really silly. It always lightens up the mood and I love cuddling her, even if only for a few minutes before I get back to doing what I was doing. My wife does this but only when her hands are frigid. I randomly wake up at night with anxiety sometimes. I'll wake up around 4 to 6 a.m. and she will notice this and wake up with me to be there and comfort me. It really helps me to snap out of it and calm down. Sounds like a good lady right there. My wife has passed. Sometimes I can literally smell her. I know it's just a memory of a smell, but I swear she is around and I just can't reach her. She's reminding me to be happy. I never remarried or had another girlfriend. Nobody compares. Not really related, but you reminded me of my mom. My dad died 18 years ago and she never remarried, never took interest in any other man. Sometimes when we're eating out she would recall a random memory of my dad and get teary-eyed. They weren't perfect but they're still couple goals for me. Hugs for you. You seem like a really sweet husband less than 3. When I'm laying on my back, my GF lays on my stomach, her arms around me, her head nuzzled on my chest and her legs on my sides, like a full-body hug, which I absolutely love. But the thing that gives me butterflies is that she calls it her place. BC, she fits perfectly in there. It's made for her. I love when she says that. That's the one I was looking for. That's straight up gold. The feeling of being a safe zone to someone in live is marvelous. When my shoulders are killing me and she gives me a back massage. It's ecstasy. And she probably gives a good one. Not the lazy kind either. She's kinda short and we both love to hug. She just buries her body in mine and puts her ear against my chest and hugs me really hard. I just melt. I am crazy about this woman and she's spending the weekend at my house for the first time. The weather will be bad and we'll be stuck inside the whole time. We are both really excited about it. Get your cuddle on, my friend. Dude, head rubs make me pass right the fuck out. Especially if my head is in the spot just above her chest right below her chin. You're in good company. Head rubs and back scratches seem to be the general consensus here. A boyfriend used to always come up to me for a hug whenever he sees me out in public. Chance encounters. Always left me feeling like a teenager again. Wait, isn't this normal? I've never been in a relationship, but I always thought this is just what couples do. Running hands through my hair. Didn't even have to post. I knew someone had already posted this, but this. My ex confessed to me that on our first date we each ordered a different frozen margarita and she tried mine and liked it way more. So I switched drinks with her. She had never had a date do anything like that. She really was blown away by it. I thought it was normal and nothing special. She said if it doesn't work with us she's going to have to reevaluate anyone she dates. Semi-related, but I remember reading a Reddit post years ago about relationship advice. One person commented that they try to give their so the better half of things. Like if he was cooking dinner and part of it got burned, he'd take the burned bit and give her the better half. Or if she wanted to split a can of Coke or something, he'd put more ice in his glass in order to give her more of the drink. I've tried to do that ever since. Just take the little losses that don't really matter to try to make things better for the other person. When I'm stressed out about the large number of things to do, and I find out my missus has done something, even if it wasn't on my list to do, and doesn't help at all, it makes me smile. Today I left in a hurry and have 5 uni assignments due over the next 4 days, plus a couple 12-hour shifts, so she made my bed for me and folded up my PJs. Not something that helps, but made me smile, and for a moment I relaxed, forgetting about what I need to do. Your receiving love language is acts of service, I guess. I totally get this. Sometimes she'll just come up to me like she has something important to tell me. Then she just bops me on the nose with a finger and goes on her way. Actions are always louder than words. Just her way of saying, "I love you," in passing. My wife and I wink at each other. One of us enters a room or we see each other across the room in public. Also, a little American Sign Language goes a long way. Love you gesture. Head scratches. I have the personality of a golden retriever and would very much like to be treated like one. Who's a good boy? You are. Yes, you are. Every time she touches me or holds my hand. 44 years together and it still feels the same. I do love her much more than when we first married. Everything is better the longer you are together, when you're truly committed to each other. Life always introduces tragedy into our existence, and it makes committed marriages stronger and helps one to realize how deeply you love each other. It becomes, what can I do to make her happy? Instead of, what can I do to make myself happier? When you marry, you must never allow even the thought of divorce to be an option. Everyone that does divorces. We have never considered it. We made a vow to each other, and we take it seriously. This is so sweet. Good to know there is still good love out there. Okay, so this is really weird, but one night my husband was being eaten alive by mosquitoes. They don't usually bother me. Guess my blood is gross. And he woke to spray mosquito repellent on himself. I was then very abruptly woken up by him spraying my exposed skin with repellent as well. And that kind of stupid love just made me love him even more. Edit. I feel like a fraud because I've gotten up votes on this comment even though I'm not a man. I thought this was posted in AskWomen. I apologize, Reddit. Honestly, best comment I've seen yet. When I'm acting goofy and she splits her sides laughing is one of the best feelings. That and when we sing together grin. You're living the Disney movie life. When I was still dating someone, I'd feel all fuzzy inside whenever they'd rest their head on my shoulder. When she talks to someone she doesn't know on the phone. Ooh, the phone voice. Sexy English with proper pronunciation and big words, woozy face. Haha, I love listening in on work calls, like yes Mr. Businessman. I'm single as fuck and I'm not going to lie. One of the things I miss most about being in a relationship is the back scritches. Just when your partner lightly drags the tips of their fingers or fingernails around on your back. Or running their fingers through your hair. Sigh. My friends and I all managed to snag work-study jobs in the same department, and whenever I saw them I would give them a quick back scratch over their clothes. I just did it as a mindless affectionate thing, but later one of my friends who'd broken up with his girlfriend a few months prior told me no one had done that for him since he became single. It made me more conscious of it and to make sure I did it. When I've had a long day she'll pull me down, put my head on her lap and play with my hair. Something about that puts me sleep so fast and is so relaxing. I'm all mushy. No, I'm not crying. When I am cooking or doing the dishes, my wife will sometimes come up behind me and scratch my back, shoulders and neck. I love that. My love language is physical affection. Stroke my eye sockets. It's way more romantic than it sounds. I am an LMT, and they teach this in college. It is very relaxing. Works for stress, restless children, etc. Another thing we learn is to massage the earlobes. My powerlifting BF swore by it, and I would do it for him before competition lifts. There are a lot of tiny unknown spots on the body that are very therapeutic when stroked. He leaves the house about an hour before I do in the morning, and he makes me coffee when he leaves. Also holding my hand when we go to sleep. Coffee being made before you even get up sounds amazing. Holding hands. I'm easily pleased, but it's one of my most favorite things to do. Walking arm in arm also. Hugs that don't let go too soon. Aw yay when they don't let you go, it's fucking adorable. Gets me to lay in her lap and then she plays with my hair. No better place or feeling. I bet she likes it just as much.